And first ball, Modani off the mark. The single off his hips says second slip was taken out of place. Excuse me, April 2019, as this one is punched through the covers, and Muhammad Nadeem is going to give chase, but he's not going to get there. Another boundary for USA. Sushant Modani. As Modani gets this wide of Ayan Khan, and he's going to find the boundary. No chance for Bilal at deep third man, and USA keeping the run rate going very, very briskly here in spite of the loss to Stephen Taylor.
Yeah, it was short. It was just a touch wide, and just like we saw Moning Patel do, Modani gets on top of it, this time through point. It's going to find 4 more runs. Again, I think that's where Oman has struggled at times, is when they get short, they go a little bit too far, but it's lovely. Just works it through that off.
And another crunching shot through the offside. Too short, too wide, too easy for Sushant Modani to just flay a cut. And the boundaries continue to come thick and fast here, Aman.
Yeah, Gully Mullah, you could see a shake of the head. He knows that wasn't it. Short, wide, easy runs for Sushant Modani. Someone of his confidence, of his class, and his form isn't going to miss out. And again, through that point region, he knew it as soon as he hit it. It's a confident get there, but definitely the one they were looking for.
And again, Bilal showing he's not the best suited to that region. It takes a wrong step, and it goes wide of him to the rope. Boundary to end the over. 85 for 1 after 14. I just want to get a look one more time, if we can, at that replay on that cut toward. And there is the sweep shot. And Sushant Modani clears short fine leg. Bilal Khan going with the wind, straying on the legs. And it's a free boundary once you clear the man in the ring. No protection behind square on the onside. So it'll be a boundary to end the first segment of play. We're going to have a drinks break as USA's 100 also comes up with that shot. 102 for 1 after 18 overs.
Again, just 2 full, straying down the leg side, and a shot we haven't seen a lot of success with here at Musa, but Modani able to get full control and plays it into the gap.
And he floats up a meatball, and that is hammered over mid-wicket. No chance for Shoaib Khan to track that down. First boundary of this over. This time they are going to pinch that tight single to bring up a half century, and they're going to get even one more. An overthrow from Kalamullah. Poor attempt, and not the best backup either, as Jatinder Singh has to clean it up on the boundary. So it's 2 to Modani, and it's number 3 in terms of half centuries in this tour for him. 3rd career ODI 50 for Sushant Modani, and all of them, Cushy got the bails off. As this time it's very delicately played. So elegant from Modani. Boundary through third man. We saw him play that shot to bring up a half century earlier in this tour. And again, he's showing his deft skills with the wrist work there.
Yeah, he tried that in Butt's previous over. Unable to connect. This time got onto it. It's a very awkward shot. You can see is bending all the way down, and just at the very end throws his wrist at it.
And now a sweep well wide of Jatinder Singh at mid-wicket. Another boundary. We saw Modani play the sweep behind square through fine leg much earlier. Now drags this delivery from well outside off stump. Gets it along the turf through mid-wicket. USA showing they've got many, many arrows in their quiver. Aman.
Yeah, haven't seen the sweep work a lot, but this one well outside the off stump. And he said, thank you very much. I'll place it in between.
Ending of each other. And Modani, can he get to 3 figures? And come back for the second. Sushant Modani brings up the second century of the innings. And it's his maiden ODI century. Had a couple of very good starts early in this tour, and he gets a huge hug from his training buddy, Nastush Kenjige. The two of them are always pushing each other so hard in Dallas. And Kenjige has helped push Modani past a magical three-figure milestone, a maiden ODI century.
And you can see the onslaught of emotions there. 100 off of 124 with 8 fours to his name. Again, I think a lot of the emotion aided from him missing out on his 100 against Scotland in Game 1. Got to 73 before.
Yeah, now Modani going over the top. We saw this a lot from Monak Patel, but that's the first time from Sushant Modani today playing that shot. And it's his first boundary since the 30th over. Breaks a long stretch, and now we're going to start to see him open up now. He's crossed 3 figures. The monkey's off his back. And the first sign of aggression in the last hour from Modani pays off with a boundary.
Yeah, it goes back to the straight back shots that have proven successful here at Musa. Tried the sweep earlier, found a top edge, it landed safely. This time he says, I'll play with a straight back, I'll send it straight back and right over to the boundary rope and to the advertising boards. 4 to Sushant Modani.
This time Modani tries to go over the top, but he's not going to clear mid-off, Nadeem with a simple catch. And that becomes the 6th wicket, and it brings to an end a maiden ODI century from Sushant Modani. 111 off of 133 deliveries. His third 50-plus score this week in Texas, and he gets a big hug from his training buddy Kenjige, who was there to celebrate this special moment with him, reaching his maiden 3 figures in the USA colors.
It was a brilliant innings from Sushant Modani. Kind of slowed up towards the end, but stayed in from the very beginning. 9 fours to his name, 111 runs total made, and again some beautiful shots. We saw the one straight